When most people picture transporting their kayak, they picture something like this: some large piece of equipment attached to their truck or car. Well, the folks at FolBot want you to picture something else. The only thing you need to transport is the backpack on the left, and in under 10 minutes, it turns into the kayak on the right. And before you know it, you'll be out on the water doing this. The first part in assembling your kayak is to unload the backpack. One of the things I really liked about this product was, when I first got it, I didn't look at any type of instructions. I basically unloaded the backpack and I could see in my mind how everything was going to fit together. That tells to the quality of the product, the fact that it can be sophisticated without being too complicated. Now that everything's unloaded, we see most of the parts are full size, which are needed to create the kayak. However, we have two small part extensions we need to add before we can move forward. These easily and securely snap together by using a little push pressure button. Speaking to the simplicity of the assembly, notice the front of the boat, which I'm putting together right now, has matching color-coded dots. A little pressure button is selected, and a rod slides over that to keep that in place. Extremely easy for someone with or without instructions. After the top rods with the red dots are done, you move down to the green rods with the same type of assembly. Soon the front of the boat is almost complete. Moving down from the front of the boat, we install the first of what I refer to as the rib cages. These black pieces hold the side rods together with tension, then follow up with a Velcro tightening strap. This is done for every rod that makes up the boat. After the first rib cage is installed, we quickly move down to the second one. We install with the same type procedure we did with the first. A pressure snap goes around each rod, as well as a Velcro tightening strap to secure it in place. Now we find ourselves at the end of the boat, installing the final and smallest rib cage, with the exact same procedure we did for the first two. Notice how the three black cages help to give the boat its shape, as well as how the top rod has Velcro facing out, which we'll use later in the assembly procedure. We add one rod to the front of the kayak, as well as insert the entire back of the kayak with one rod which attaches to the back top of the rear rib cage. Now we insert the center frame, which is held together by the bow and stern deck strut. These are put together with a nice twist screw that holds it in place. Next, we attach the tension holders and Velcro straps. Next, the two foot braces are installed. The maroon rod allows you to twist and adjust the foot braces to the desired length of the user. The Velcro we mentioned earlier is used to attach the two yellow inflatable tubes to the side of the kayak. This is done on both sides of the kayak before placing it in the skin. Next, we install the seat and the inflatable seat pads. Now it's time to place our kayak inside the boat skin, making sure everything's centered as we go. With the rear zipper unzipped, reach into the boat and slide the tensioner assembly as far towards the stern as possible, about 2 or 3 inches. Place the black tube eyes, which are mounted on the aluminum channel of the tensioner assembly, into the ends of the lower rear assembly. Reach in through the zipper and turn the hand wheel clockwise, and continue to turn until the skin is tight lengthwise. You may need to pick up the stern of the boat and give it a few shakes before tightening a bit more. You do not have to use up all of the threaded rod. Close the zipper at the rear of the kayak and apply tension to all the Velcro straps. This will help tighten the boat skin as well as center the kayak. Now we need to hook the deck bungees across the deck in an X pattern. Inflate the side of the kayak by blowing into the inflation tubes. The deck will stay centered on the boat frame if you blow some air into one side and then the other. Our assembled kayak is now ready for the water. I was surprised how easily it moved across the water compared to a standard kayak. The kayak felt extremely balanced and sturdy in the water. Maneuverability of the kayak was easy, and I never felt too top-heavy. I was extremely impressed with how I stayed dry inside the kayak, while the water that hit the boat skin rolled off immediately. You can tell FolBot put a lot of thought and design into the Citibot. I was extremely impressed with all the aspects of the kayak. I highly recommend this product if you're a city dweller or someone like me who drives a car and doesn't want to waste time or money investing into a roof rack. Be sure to check them out at FolBot.com for more information on the Citibot or any of the other models they offer.